Episode 93, boys. It's a beautiful Thursday evening, getting ready for a big day in Adelaide again, Tone. I just want to mention the war, Tony. I want to mention the elephant in the room. Like, I know we're not religious, and I don't know about you, Tone, but I've tried to find God a few years ago and I couldn't. I always say thoughts and prayers, which is a little bit of a piss take, to tell you the truth. We've got a Greek here who I'm sure is some type of something. How the hell, Tone, does the great man himself leave one of his ghosts? He mentions on the show last week, episode 92, today's episode 93, Tone. A $10,000 quaddie would have jumped in if the great man said, "Oh, I reckon Call Me Seamus might win soon. It'd be one win for this prep." And what won the last leg of the quaddie last week? And who had the leg, Tone?
Oh, it was the great man himself. He could have made history. Our first quaddie in across the border there into the land of sand.
Our first quaddie in South Australia.
Yes, first quaddie. It was 10K up for grabs, and I thought we had it because Call Me Seamus, being an old ghost, I'm sure the Greek sheik would have it in his quaddie. But
before Taz replies, gets the right to reply. Me and you were on the beers last Saturday, which is pretty rare for us to line up together on a Saturday. And we sent a couple of little speakeasy videos through later that night, which were pretty embarrassing, to tell the truth. But I did forget to mention that Toad's jumping around this bar like a 15-year-old, thinking, we've got it. Call me Seamus, we've got it. And then I had the heavy heart to say, no, we didn't, mate. You're having a senior moment. Calm down. But the great man left it out, which he said on the show. So reading between the lines, Taz, what should we do?
Well, realistically, reading between the lines, I said to you, if you boys ask me about Call Me Seamus, I'll tell you when its birthday is and when it's due for its one win this preparation. You guys didn't ask. So what I've done is I was cryptic, and for our followers out there that, you know, they like playing puzzles and games and things like that, there was a cryptic message there and they would have got it. They're smart. They're unlike us idiots who just don't put it in. But they're smart. They listen, they filter, and they win.
Last week I mentioned Tubby 2 tracks, and I did get a couple of laughs from Melbourne, Australia. And it was a great run. Hang on for third, and actually with 150 to go, I was getting a bit excited because I had Tubby 2 tracks in my quaddie. It was paying 50 skins. And no, Call Me Seamus blouses me and I lose it all, Toad. Holy shit, was that a dagger to the heart?
Gutted, absolutely gutted.
But I reckon, I remember Barney used to go right. Our mate Barney, everybody knows a Barney. Barney's a flog, by the way. He's one of those blokes that you always know, and he was sort of like social media before we had social media when we were kids, Taz. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but how's he going with the operation? Do you know?
The operation?
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? I don't know what this is. This is going to be good.
Oh, is it the same Barney that I'm talking about? The one that's going through the gender operation thing?
Oh, yeah, really?
It's not him, is it? Or is it a different Barney?
Oh, yes. Well, you know, we always make a few little inside jokes about Jason hiding things in a cupboard and letting them out. But anyway, but I don't know. But the great man himself, I'm sure he would have read between the lines. And
he does. He bought himself some new shoes.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. But Taz, you know, it wasn't all doom and gloom last week, like some of our followers on our Facebook page would say. You know, Saturday, we're having a bit of a Barry Crocker on the Saturday time.
We are. Saturdays aren't really clicking.
Something's going on. Like Pez is finding a couple of little winners over at Hong Kong, which I found again last night. Thanks, Pez. Nice little magical drift out to 7-1. The UK's gone a bit off the ball, boys, but I'm not worried because we're well in front.
We are still in front, but the thing is, the last 2 weeks, 3 now, we've gone dry. But I watched the first 2 races last night,
Yeah.
and we were photo finished out of both of them. So anyway, it happens, highs, lows.
You know,
I'm having a crack. I'm having a cracking tone. I'm having a cracking for Lukey Mullen. He tipped us the winner, Frankie Pino, yesterday on the page in Facebook. So please like and subscribe the video, and all the new members, come over to YouTube and give us a subscribe, because we only need about 950 more before we can start making money. Like 4 cents. Anyway, or even less, 2 yen. But it wasn't all doom and gloom last week, guys. Episode 92. Wowee, the Greek freak, the legend becomes starry. Taz goes bang. I think it paid about 360. The only one who wins. Well done, Taz. It was a beautiful ride.
Well done,
beautiful.
Taz.
Look,
Well done.
did I not say at the end of the spiel that it is a 10 out of 10?
Mm.
Race
Yes.
number was number 10, barrier 10. It was all there.
And
10 out of 10. Gelded, thank you very much.
And the jockey didn't leave anything to chance. He hit the front at the right time, put a couple of lengths on him, and that was it. There was a gap.
Yep. It's it again this weekend.
Tone, very tough second from Last Girl Love. Straight to the bar. Jamie Carr, the Benny Mellon, the elephant in the room. I'm not too sure what she was thinking about, mate, but we look like you were the winner before and after the post.
Yeah,
Jockey error.
Yes, absolutely jockey error. She's just been a bit, when she's been taken off a bit early, Taz,
Yeah.
on the last couple of, and she's just been getting nutted. So, I don't think she's got a timing exactly right for the horses that I tipped. But yeah, she was unlucky. Yeah.
Was she unlucky? Are you prepared to now sack her as well? I mean, she is
No,
a crook. She's shifty. She's not what you would call. She's not an oxygen bandit.
No,
she doesn't get up there and get dizzy.
She's not an oxygen bandit or a space cadet like bloody Turdy Tommy. She gets another roll of the dice.
Oh, you're calling Tommy Berry Turdy Tommy? I thought that was Fred Kersley. That was Turdy Fred Kersley. And
Turdsley, yeah, but Turdy Tommy's out there. He's Bogan Berry or Gary Berry. He's yeah.
You are literally. Tone,
So-
seriously, if any jockeys were watching this show, and I'm sure a few of them do,
Oh yes.
seriously, they're in therapy. They're going to have you up for bullying.
For the bullying.
You're a bully. They were saying they'll be going to their therapist, lying down and saying, "There's this guy in Japan. His name's Tony, and he's a bully.
Tony,
He calls me Turdy."
You should get into Jamie Carr. She might pop on the plane and come over here and give it to us, Tony. It'd be well worth it.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you got to put a line through straight to the bar.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, you've got Huey Bowman, Dirty Tommy. They're the ones who have bullied my wallet. I should have them up on, riding under false pretenses, not putting in a fucking effort and pulling all these horses up every weekend. It's dodgy as. But no, Jamie tries. She was really, really unlucky last Saturday. She gets another 2 or 3 swings of the bat, so she's all right.
Jared Fry should take a good hard look at himself, because he's right on Lavina. I thought it was a bit weird, Jared Fry being on a Lindsay Smith horse, and I was right. Lavina was very ordinary, and I'm not sure why it was wide the trip. I think he could have taken his medicine, but I thought the plan was it was going to be the Colac trial. It was basically just going to get to the front from barrier 10. It was just going to lead, and hopefully we had enough gas at the end. But no, they took a sit, and the sit was wide, and Lavina was very, very poor. And that's the beauty of the Lindsay Smith stable. I'm sure every owner and every person connected with that horse knew that was going to happen, because Lindsay, there's something in those Junes, Freebie, Darren Weir. People know when the Lindsay horse is going to win, like Tavulu today. It shits me that I'm not in the inside circle. I wish I was. But
it was absolutely terrible, Pezza. I think he rode it like he thought he was on superimposed. I'll sit out 4 wide or whatever, and then come to the turn, I'll just go bang. And it went bang, but it went poof. It blew up. It went nowhere.
It had nothing in the straight at all. And I think I don't think it was gonna win, to tell the truth, but I'm sure with a better sit, it might have.
But it was backed as well.
Yeah, it come in. It got back from 550s into 350.
Yeah,
So, and then it jumped at about 440. So
stupid money.
Yeah. Anyway, Tassie, let's go. This everybody wants to know. It's Saturday. It's your day. You're off to Gosford, big man.
I am going to Gosford, and I've found one, and I personally think that there's a little bit of a recipe with this one.
Oh.
So it's only had the 3 starts. Admittedly, it's won 2 of them. Both of them have been first up, and both of them have been with Rachel Kelly. Now, I've gone back and done a little bit of homework, and what I've noticed is that every time this horse trials, the trial before the run, it's ridden by Rachel Kelly.
Rachel King.
Rachel King, sorry. Rachel King.
Right.
So I think Rachel King rode the trial. Admittedly, it wasn't a heavy.
Oh.
It was just an average trial. It wasn't hard pressed.
Oh.
Now goes to the races, it wins. Cummings and King is a magical formula. This horse, okay, could be anything.
Oh.
It did win at Goulburn its last start, but it's just won easy. And I think we will be under siege with the amount of money that we will be collecting when it goes bang.
Wow. It's a big rap.
Perfect.
Look, it's a speed race too, and I think that we'll probably, like, the wide barrier is not going to be a problem. There's about 6 horses in this race that all want to go forward, and I reckon that's going to suit us as well.
Well, the Blue Battlers do like to take a sit, don't they? They do like to come over the top and win like Cascadian does in every quaddie that we don't have it in.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Yeah. But we won't talk about that, Ghost.
No, we won't.
And we don't want to make this one a ghost.
No, I love the Blue Battlers. It's good to see that these young blokes, no money, really poorly bred horses. You could say they're from Mount Isa, like fucking barn stock. It's good to see the Blue Battlers get up there. I'm taking piss here, Tom.
Yeah. There's got Williams.
She rides well though, Rachel.
She does. I think that's one of Tone's favourites, but he doesn't back her though.
I don't want to bet in the wet up there.
It's down to a heavy 8, they reckon. So it might be a heavy 8.
Yeah. Look, and this thing hasn't won in a heavy, but it's won on 2 slow tracks, and it's trialled in a heavy. And looking at its trial, it looked comfortable. So, heavy 8. I don't think they're expecting rain this weekend in New South Wales. I know next week they're expecting rain in Queensland for about 10 months of rainfall.
Right.
So God knows what's going to happen there. But who knows? Maybe it becomes a soft 7 or soft 6 or something. But I'm expecting it. I'm expecting it to win anyway.
As Razor would say, aka Stephen Harney, a heavy 8 in New Zealand's probably a good 3 here, a fast 3. So should be all right. Siege. I like the name though, isn't it? Under siege. Take cover. See. It's a pretty cool name, isn't it? You'd like that being an old war buff.
Under siege. Yeah, that's right. All good.
That's what we're going to be. I'm telling you, we're going to be under siege, Tone. When you're looking at your your Bet365 account and your Ladbrokes and your sports bet because you're dodgy and you've got one in Japan when you shouldn't.
Yeah.
And you're looking at it and you're thinking, where did all this money come from? Where did it come from? You'll be under siege trying to work it out.
Take cover, Tone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tone is that old. He just thinks like the Boer War was yesterday. He doesn't know what all these whippersnappers get all up and about Anzac Day. What about the Boer War, Tone?
No,
mate. No. Anyway, let's get into the quaddie now. We've got a really good man backing up in the quaddie, Tone. We know that, don't we?
Yes.
Like,
are you talking about me?
This guy's no Taz when it comes to the quaddie. Adelaide, baby. Taz's goes, fucks us all. We'll just say that again. Is that right? But Starry Legend. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Me
we never-
and Tone will just keep deflecting how shit we are on a Saturday and just say how shit you are in the quaddie, and we won't mention you.
Look, the thing, you guys are selfish. You're selfish because you guys are so good with the quaddie. If you both just took one or two,
Yeah.
it would allow me to get field. But you're
Yes.
selfish.
No,
Oh,
You just don't want me, okay, to drive it home.
no.
That's all.
I think Tony's lost 3 times out of all the quaddies we've done when we've gone to a single leg each. So I think maybe we just have Tone do the quaddie or something. I don't know. Like,
Oh, no, I can only do one leg, mate. No,
oh shit.
that's it. I'm only good for one race.
Another
Like a quarter.
one. Another one.
Oh,
Good on you, JJ. Here he is, and I have a look at him. What a fucking rock star he is, Tone.
Not a problem. You'll
Mate,
get up there.
He's had a good
Yeah,
life. He's had a good
I
life too,
know.
Ando.
I don't reckon Ando will get offended with this.
Oh,
But every time I look at this photo, and I don't get offended, mate, because
Oh.
it's not meant in a bad way. I feel like getting a can of bloody Mortine out, and I just think I want to get that fly.
get that fly. Yeah.
The big glasses. It just reminds me of a fly, and I'm just thinking, where's the Mortine?
No, he's a
Oh.
good man. He's a good man.
He
Ando.
is a good man. He's very
He
active on our chat, and he does
Throws
he
out
seems
a couple
to go
of tips,
alright.
a couple of he likes Froggy Newitt. I tell you that he doesn't mind.
Didn't he
It.
get on
$20.
what $30 $30 to place? What was it?
Yeah,
There was one just yesterday.
yeah.
Or today.
Spandau Ballet or something.
Yeah, ran third or something.
I
Paid
don't,
31
know.
bucks.
I don't think that's the name of it, but it was something like that. Paid $30.
Serenade the Stars.
Serenade the Stars.
Serenade
There
the
you go.
Stars.
Tone.
That was it.
Tone, first leg, tough race. 5, 6, 10, and 13. A couple of Victorian, couple of horses coming over from Vic trying to steal this.
Yes. What do we got?
You got Foxy Frida,
Green.
Cirilio Miss, Comica, and of course, Wild Imagination.
No, he hasn't got.
Yeah.
He got Cirilio Miss, has he? Ooh,
Hey.
he's got Cirilio Miss.
Yeah, 5, 6, 10, 13, I hope.
Oh, he has too.
Simon Wild
Yes,
on Finer and Warnable Tone. You better say something, mate.
Yeah, Foxy Frida, I do like it. It's always consistent. There's a crack. You got Billy Egan on there, 6 skins, you know.
Yeah.
You can't leave out Damien Oliver on, what is it, Cirilio Miss.
Yep.
Yeah.
Been consistent, tough to beat.
Simon Wild, Big Warnable, Carnival.
Yep. And what have I got? 10 comic
Train 5 on the first day.
Unbelievable.
Tough race. Tough race. I don't know how you found Wild Imagination.
Wild
You've
Imagination.
gone
Comica.
there as well. You've thrown that one in.
Comic up.
Comic Up.
Ethan Brown on there. And so Wild Imagination, Jakey Turak, Money Jockey. Geez, it is a hard race, Taz. I could have thrown in 6, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, well,
that's
you
what
only
I
need
like.
one.
Well,
Yeah, you
that's
need one
it.
or two. You're selfish.
No,
You guys, the only reason that you do this to me is so that you can keep taking the piss and say Tassie's got no idea with the quaddie. And then
Now-
the only thing I can say is, yeah, but at least I get a winner.
thanks, Tess. Starry Legend. There you go.
There you go.
Apache passed last night to Bezza, by the way. But anyway, Tone, I hope you listen to us this week, mate, because last week you sort of brushed us off like a bit of dandruff on your fucking shoulder. And we did mention last week that you should fucking put your titanium tip in your quaddie league because you're at least 25% chance of getting it.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah.
We did.
Yeah, I thought about it. Yeah.
All right. I just fucking hope you remember what we said last week because you did get last week's winner, remember, in the quaddie.
Yes, yeah.
And you would have been
Yeah.
1 out of 4 instead of trying to pick the Jamie Carr horse to beat 13 of them. You'd only have to beat the other 3.
You're not on Jamie this week, are you?
Oh, I hope not.
Oh, you never know, mate. Could be
Here's
on
a
the-
tough race, big race. Behemoth didn't come back at all last prep Tone, and you love the big horse. And thank Christ, Cancerous Craig is off it because obviously it's now got a chance. I haven't seen a trial. Usually it runs between races, but I haven't heard anything about Behemoth running or trialing. I've tried to do a bit of research, so I'm not too sure if David's playing a bit of funny buggy here, but if it comes back, it'll be too good for these. 7-2 Excel, I can't, but I just like this horse in Adelaide. I've backed it a couple of times in Victoria, and it's won once, but last start in Victoria was absolutely pathetic. It was putrid, and they felt something was a bit wrong with it after. Its blood counts were quite low. Obviously now with the Goblin back on in Vorster, hopefully we can find a little bit of Alice Springs form again, and it gets over the 1200 pretty well. Ironclad, well, Will Clarkin said this is his most talented horse. It's been out for 54 days since it's won over the Adelaide Carnival. J Carr, straight to the bar. She's in the saddle again. If this is probably the most progressive horse in the race because it's so lightly raced. And then, of course, I've got Bo Rossa, the Peach. I love the Peach, Linda Beach. For Will again, is he going to play punny buggers with who's going to win? If I had a little bit extra money, I'd probably throw in the 6 as well. I love a Richard Jolly Jakey Taruk horse. They're on fire. But I think I've got the winner. And if I was going to have a bet, I'd probably be on the J Car myself, with a little sneaky each way on 7-2 Excel.
I think they scratched it with it. It was entered to go to Warrnambool, so I think they scratched as well. So probably saving it for this race. Look, very, very progressive indeed. I'm surprised that you didn't talk up Bo Rossa a little bit more, because it went up to Queensland and it sort of flopped, and here we go again.
Yeah. And Will's got a few of them, man. He's got Bella Valor, Bo Rossa. He's got all these horses that are sort of get a little bit confused, a little bit mixed up. But, first up, Barrier 2, the Peach in the saddle, it's going to get a good ride. That with Linda.
Yeah.
And I think Ironclad's the progressive horse of it. Behemoth is the class. 7-2 Excel is the X factor. So there we go. Now the great man himself, there we go. Get the Mortine. Ando, well done, mate. He's on number 1, 2, 3, and 5. Well, we want a video. I want a video. I want to hear his voice. September.
Are you going to do it again?
No,
I know. It worked last week.
Yeah, go knackers. Yeah, get a fucking no. Get a dog up. Get a couple of cashies. I don't know. September running, can't leave it out. Early favourite, top stable, in form. Great win at the Valley last start. Unbelievable.
Yep.
Only problem is, he said, Cancerous is in the saddle. Good luck, Craig. Bella Nipotina, one of Tone's favourite horses.
Definitely.
An amazing win at Randwick last start. Huge. Travels to South Australia. Obviously now, Mar and Eustace, they go everywhere to win. So,
yep.
It's tough as, isn't it, Tone? It's got a heart.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
He's on Instant Celebrity, one of my favourite horses.
Won this race last week, didn't it?
Condition suit, second up form, read well with 3 starts and 2 wins. Obviously,
it won this race last. Pezza, it won this race last year, if I'm right.
Yeah, it's going to peak. And it gets back, so barrier 12 is no problem. It's going to take its medicine anyway. And then, of course, we're on the J Carr run. Hopefully, Jamie Carr wins every leg. And Brooklyn Hustle, huge run last start. Hard to leave out, says Ando. Thanks, mate.
Who's riding Brooklyn Hustle this week?
J Carr, straight to the bar.
Well, there you go.
Mornington Airbnb. It might be that, I think she's rode it before at the Valley once where she gave it no chance. But
yes. We're on the day, buddy.
And Craig rides Brooklyn Hustle the last couple of times too. So.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was surprised, but he's gone with September Run.
Yeah,
the autumn form horse.
The autumn form horse, thanks to Tassie told us. So I think a couple of ghosts in the race for me. Another award we've been on the last couple of times, haven't we, Taz?
We sure have. It'll be interesting to see how Joe stepping up to this class, because
it brained him last start. It was way too good for him, but it's a big step up. And of course, Bella Valor, our mate Tommy Hanlon from our Facebook page, is actually best mates with brother-in-law is Will Clarkin, I think. So we got some really good data for Bella Valor last start. So
he put that on the page about 2 weeks ago that he said, where it runs, just get on. I mean, in simple terms. And he was right.
And here we go, the wanker, the anchor himself, the man who keeps us all down. It's hard to
what are you
fly
trying
like
to say,
an
mate?
eagle, Tone.
What are you
1, 4,
trying to
7,
say?
13 and 15, and good luck.
All right, so I'm going to keep it really simple,
Yep.
okay? And that is, people, you're watching the video. You've already got the first 3 legs of the quaddie. So now, be smart. You can either go with my selections and go down with the ship like a Greek captain. I'm just going to jump off and be ready for next week, or do your own thing. But anyway, I'm pretty confident. So Smoke and Val, I think it finds a weaker race. It does drop from a 74 to a 68. I think it's a 68. It's got a 3 kilo claiming apprentice. So weight drop perfect, big chance. I like Chosen Blonde. It does go well fresh, and I also like the appointment of Campbell Rawilla. And since he's made South Australia his home, give it time, and he could be the king over there. I think he's really, really found a niche. He's getting some good rides, and I think Chosen Blonde is another one. Rushway Lad, likely leader, so it's going to give him something to chase. And if there is any track bias, then that's the place to be. Where else have I gone? I took Sidearm. Is that
Yep.
right? Yep, Sidearm.
JK.
Sidearm came over from New South Wales last prep and did all right. And whilst it ran second first up, I think this time round, Jamie Carr straight to the bar could put it in a good position. I'm not fussed with the wide draw. And this I Am Benet, Paul Gatt, aggressive ride, probably going to need it because it is stepping up in class. But geez, I tell you what, this thing won super first up, and just on that run alone, you've got to put it in. So, you can follow me and go down, or do your own thing.
Yeah. I got a little black book. I got a little
I can
black booker in this race, but at one last
I
start.
can see that. And yeah, I can see that. But you know what?
want?
It's not what you want, Pezza. It's
Yeah.
what we want. It's what I want. And
Yeah.
you know what I want?
Yeah.
You want me to poison this now? I want to be, I'm a legend. I want to be a legend.
Good.
Could you imagine if that wins now?
Oh, don't say that.
Hey?
I think
I'm a legend.
I think he already liked the 9 as well, to tell you the truth. Lady Simone or Simonaire, as a lot of people like to be called nowadays. But Tone.
Fellas, I liked a lot in this. I liked a lot of them in this race, and it was pretty bloody hard. Very, very hard. But I'm trying. I am not trying. That's all I can say. I am definitely trying. And move me out, move me into another leg, and then I'm still going to try. But I don't know. I'm shit.
Yeah.
The stars will align, as the stars
Starry
will align.
legend, yeah.
Don't worry.
How excited were you when Call Me Seamus hit the front though? You were like, oh, we got it, Pez. No, we haven't, mate. That's all right. We'll get another beer into us, which we didn't need. Now, talking about the titanium tip, mate, what do we need, Tone? We've got to fix this. So what's your system? What's your philosophy this week?
I've got a special.
Oh,
Absolutely.
You have.
As the old saying goes, go hard or go home. As simple as that. Go hard or go home.
Well, at Warrnambool, Tone, at Warrnambool, they got a saying, if you think you're going hard, go harder.
There we go. That's it.
Race 6, number 13. This is the quaddie leg.
Yes. This is the bee's knees. Number 13.
You do have a wild imagination. I know that.
Oh, it's going to be wild when it gets up at 50s. Well,
how did you find this one, Tone?
This one, Taz, it's a long story, but I'll cut it down to 7 points for you.
7 points?
One, it's got Jakey Torak, the big money jock, in the saddle. They've put Jakey on for a reason.
Okay.
Now, it had a recent trial where it ran 4th out of 8, and it was only beaten by 1.5 lengths on a soft 5. So that's okay.
You have done some
work. Now, last start, this is the big one. This is the clencher.
Oh,
right.
It was held up pretty much the entire straight. It was
Really?
powering home. It wanted to go, but it couldn't. There was plenty of nitro under the hood, and that was
Jeez.
only a 1,300 millimeter race. So that the
What was it, Tone?
1,600,
Like an early 70s muscle car, big boy?
yeah. Now that race where it ran sixth,
Yeah.
and was only beaten by 1.6 lengths. It was beaten by Call Me Seamus, and it was in the same race as Pez's special that rattled home for third at some massive astronomical.
Yeah, 81 skins.
So,
I got 17
Tone,
takes.
so hang on, Tone, can I just, so you're using the form of Call Me Seamus and Tubby 2 tracks. Wow, that's huge, mate. I mean, this thing should be winning. This thing should be winning at Bordertown on Sunday if you're using that form.
Listen, Taz, you're not listening. You're up fucking out there, boy.
All right, I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is, if you watch the race and you see the run of this horse in Call Me Seamus's race, it just couldn't get track.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now moving on. Yes, it's a Group 2.
Oh.
But there's many chances in it, like, and you'll never ever get another price like this.
No,
it's got a good record,
especially at fucking Kangaroo Island on a Sunday.
Yes.
So, so that's it. I'm having a crack. I'm chucking out a.
Good on you, mate. 41 skins is huge. Well done. And
yeah, it is.
Jakey Tarok and Richard Jolly, you know, they've got a really good strike rate at the moment, Tone. Hey, big boy, and I know you've done your homework, but 2 starts at track and distance for a win in a second.
Yes. Tell you what, Tassie's hometown. There you go. She's like,
but look, I love. Look, if Shelby, could go from a highway to a Group 1, there's nothing to say that Wild Imagination can't go from a benchmark 52, to a Group 2 either. So why not?
Well,
this is what dreams are made of.
What about the Warrnambool Cup winner today? What about the Warrnambool Cup winner today?
Another one that went from nothing.
Went from a BM58 3 months ago, got sold online for $9,000. It's won its last 2 races and won over $100,000.
Yeah, Chrissy Highland's got it flying, hasn't he?
Oh, unbelievable. Yeah, good on him. I like, you know. Yep. Anyway, well done, Tone.
Tone, before we go to Pez's, there's a horse, I think it's running in Sydney, and I honestly thought that was going to be a tip, and it's called Titanium Power or something.
I saw it. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I was going to mention that. That's in. Yeah. Get on, Taz.
It always wins. It always wins when Tone forgets to back it. So
yeah, I'm not on.
Okay.
I'm not betting in the wet. I mean, big chance.
All right.
So anyway, boys, Tony's thrown one out of 41 skins. If he gets up this, he's a god, a Polty, as he already is. Tassie's thrown out one Siege at around 4 or 5 skins. Beautiful.
Pezza.
You've got to find a little bit of value, yeah?
Have you done, the worst thing that you could do, worst thing that you could do, right, is look for a cheapie.
No, I wouldn't do it.
I'm going to go, you know what you're going to do? You're probably going to go through the form and you're going to say, you know what? It's all about winners. Let's find myself a favourite. That's the worst. If you've done that, mate, seriously, cheap.
I don't tip favourites, mate.
He's probably picked up at 8.
Moorfield, race 1, number 6, Maximilius. It's a $2.50 favourite, Tone.
Where did you?
It's a reversal of us last week.
No, mate, it's a good horse. I actually backed this when it had its debut about 3 months ago, and it ran 5th down the straight. It was really poor. It was actually second favourite that day as well. I love a Mick Price horse at the moment. I don't mind young Paddy Maloney. This horse has had 2 trials, broke the clock over 1,800, ran like 45 seconds. So, Tone, that was beating open class horses for the day. Ran the fastest time of the day. It likes a bend. It gets one this week. 1,200 metres, get in the queue. I thought to myself, whenever this horse gets back to the track, I'm going to put all my bank on it, which is about $1.75 at the moment. Everything's going on, Tony. Everything.
Is there not another horse in this race that when we saw it beat? another horse.
There's another ghost, Jamara beat, was it Liberty Steps or
That's
something?
right.
Beat
And
Jamara last time.
and
then
Jamara Frank that
won
form.
at Wednesday at Warrnambool. And then I backed the horse against Jamara because I thought Jamara was a non-winner. It's a cat. But this horse is the real deal. It's a bit special, and I think they found the key. They put it straight out after its first run time, which I love. So
Yeah,
$2.50.
it's always a red flag. Good pointer. Good pointer.
$4.20 into 41 skins, and the 250 gets us back over $400. Good luck, Tone. All we need is you to run your place, mate. And if it wins, I'll tell you what, that is a nice way to kick off the quaddie. Anyway, boys, we're running out of time. We've got about 2 minutes left.
Before we go, Wild Imagination, has that got as much chance as North Melbourne winning a game soon?
Oh,
Mate, I was gonna say to you, seriously, we got West Coast at the right time, didn't we? And it's a little bit embarrassing to see a 6-game kid stand up and fly the flag for your mates. But Jason Hall Francis, mate, if I had a heart as the size of him when I played footy, I might have went all right because my heart was the size of Tones, like a fucking pea. But it's pretty embarrassing when a young 6-gamer's showing everyone else how to stand up. And I wish Cunners was out there to fly the flag as well, but unfortunately it's not.
Tone, what about the Tigers? They were
Tigers?
good last week.
No, Tigers were awesome.
they didn't have anything to beat, did they? You know, they've
No.
got nothing West Coast. But here we go, you know. See how we go. But,
Dusty.
yeah,
We
I don't
were,
expect.
Dusty's back, that's right.
Yeah,
Were you a bit
Dusty's
worried
back.
at halftime? Were you a bit worried at halftime last week, mate, when North was sort of going all right?
Oh,
Me?
Yeah. I know you pulled
Oh,
away. You kicked 7 in the third, I know, but in game
Look,
over.
I never thought we'd lose that game.
Right,
I wasn't worried,
right.
but I wanted us to finally win a third quarter.
No, you
Um,
certainly did.
and we did.
Done well.
And you know what?
Mm,
It's only football. We've got Adelaide this week.
mm.
We'll win that one, and we'll just cement our spot in the 8, and then
Oh,
probably go out in straight sets.
Tone, the great man's got a very, very wild imagination, and I think he might be under siege if Adelaide get on top. He might be feeling under the pump. And of
I
course,
just hope I'm not.
I'll be
a legend.
feeling like Maximilius, mate. I'll be back in the Roman Empire. All right, boys. Thanks very much. Good job. Well done. Thank you.
Thanks, gents. Good luck.
see you.